All fighters to the stage, please.
I still want to my man to yeah, my man's got the film. Just to show you guys what you've got. No, that's what I'm saying. said he was. Are they going to today? Just get yeah, this is what I've just had. This is it.
Florian. Yeah.
This is probably, yeah, he said as long as you had yesterday, I think we're already all out. Well, good. Is it there? Yeah. Good bullet. You know, yeah, no, alright.
One of the people with those specs, it shouldn't be. Well, at one point they were left unattended at the end of the night by the front of the inn. So that's what I mean. That's why a little scallyway up in the horse. You know what I mean?
I think we'll be able to improve it or not.
Who's the last available?
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the absolute incredible Tottenham Stadium. This Saturday, we're in for a special treat. Of course, the Unified Heavyweight World Championship. Anthony Joshua faces the former undisputed Cruiserweight World Champion, Oleksandr Usyk, live and exclusive on Sky Sports box office in the UK, on DAZN in around 170 countries around the world. We are lucky people. I think we should just take a little bit of time, and when you guys take a look outside later and after this press conference, to realise again just how lucky we are. Coming through a global pandemic, we wondered whether we'd experience nights like this again. And on Saturday, the whole team at Matchroom are extremely proud to give British boxing and British sport a massive boost with, I believe, an iconic event that we will never forget. Whether we are the fighters up here, whether you're Anthony Joshua, whether you're Oleksandr Usyk, whether you're watching from your sofa on Saturday or you're here at this incredible arena, we should all remember this, because this is going to be a special night. Before we go to the main event, and before we go to the fighters here who are going to be entertaining us up until that main event in a packed Tottenham Stadium on Saturday, I'm going to pass over to Adam Smith from Sky Sports Boxing to say a few words.
Thanks, Eddie, and I echo those words. It's fabulous to be here at the marvellous Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for another huge Sky Sports box office event. A mouth-watering main matchup. And I came here 19 months ago or so to see a match with my daughter. We're Liverpool fans. We actually beat Spurs, but I won't say more about that. But we had a tour of the stadium, and I went all around it, and I was absolutely blown away by the facilities, by the seats, by the acoustics, by the screens. It is an extraordinary place. We've been all around the world with Eddie, with everybody for the last 30 years on Sky with boxing, and we've been to some incredible venues. I really believe that the atmosphere on Saturday night is going to be extraordinarily special. I think it's a stadium that is made for boxing. We'll find out. And it's really lucky for the fighters all around us here to have that opportunity to perform on the grandest of stages. Lawrence Okolie's rise to become world champion, and a first defence against this man, Dylan Prazovic, unbeaten. One of our finest fighters of recent times in Callum Smith stepping up to light heavyweight. A fascinating story, in with a very tough Castillo, and Campbell Hatton's education continues on this platform with thousands of fans to watch him. Cannot wait for this. Also the Prodan Marku tear up, everything. Sweet hors d'oeuvres on what should be, I think, a monumental night, Eddie, for British boxing and world boxing, topped, of course, by a terrific fight for the world heavyweight title.
Thank you, Adam. We're going to start with a young man who has had an unbelievable experience, I think the only way to describe it, in the last 7 or 8 months. Campbell Hatton, who came into the professional code with limited amateur experience and a lot of expectation, a huge amount of pressure. Just a small debut for him on the Dillian White Alexander Povetkin 2 card in Gibraltar, with the first event back with fans, behind closed doors in Manchester on the Chisora Parker card, and now going into an incredible night after fight camp at the Tottenham Stadium. Campbell, this is your 4th fight. You've pretty much experienced within those 6 months what some pros don't experience in a whole career. Another huge night for you on Saturday.
Yeah, it is. It's by far the biggest platform I think anyone could be put on, and I've been put on it already, so really grateful for this opportunity and looking forward to getting in there. Now it's, like I say, it's by far the biggest crowd I'll have been in the ring in front of, but just really excited more than anything. I think the big cards I've been on already in my career is what's made me less nervous, and it's going to stand me in good stead going forward.
We've seen your performances improve consistently over those 3 fights. You've seen you calm down as well, and obviously learned a lot from those experiences as well. I saw a quote from you in the week where you said that the experiences that you are receiving now is going to put you in great stead throughout your career. But nice and calm going into what will be an unbelievable atmosphere on Saturday.
Yeah, this is probably the calmest I've felt. I think once everything's done and like obviously everything's out the way, like the weigh-in and things like that, and I've got nothing else to do but get in there, I think we'll probably see a little bit more nerves creep in, but each time we've got a little bit better and a little bit more relaxed and composed, and I think it's going to be exactly the same this time. We're stepping it up to 6 rounds, so I think this is where we'll start seeing even bigger improvements.
Thank you, Campbell. Sonny Martinez, welcome. Did you ever think you would be fighting in front of 70,000 people? And how are the nerves for you ahead of Saturday night?
Bienvenido. ¿Algún día en tu vida has pensado que ibas a pelear en frente de 70.000 personas y tienes nervios? ¿Cómo te sientes?
No, la verdad que nunca me he imaginado que iba a pelear ante tanto público. Le doy las gracias por la oportunidad y me siento tranquilo. La verdad que estoy muy tranquilo y no tengo ningún pánico ni nada. Solo salir a hacer mi trabajo y ya está.
He's very grateful for the opportunity. He didn't imagine that he'd ever fight in front of so many people. He feels calm, very calm, not really panicked at all or anything. He's just ready to go in there and do his work.
Thank you, Sonny. Thank you, Campbell. Good luck on Saturday night. Just a little, sometimes we call a sleeper fight, right? This is an absolutely cracking fight, the WBA international title. Chris Usyk against Kassan Basangrilov on Saturday night. This is a really, really interesting fight. Chris, I'm going to start with you, a member of the 258 team. This is a massive step up for you. I was going through your resume so far. Obviously, a faultless record. Haven't really boxed at this level before. On this kind of stage against a fighter like Basangrilov, this is the step up that you believe you're ready for now.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I just want to thank London for bringing me here. I want to thank Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, 258, the entire team there for having me here. Like, absolutely, this is the biggest stage of my career, but I believe that I'm more than ready to put on a show in front of 70,000 fans, and I can't wait.
Obviously, been grinding your career, been working the shows in America, been on some big cards as well, but nothing quite like this. A tough opponent as well. You know, you look at the experience, I think he's got more than double the amount of fights that you have in your record so far, but this is the moment for you to step up and announce yourself to the division. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, first I was fighting at 154 pounds, but now we're moving up to 160, and hats off to my opponent. You know, I appreciate him for even coming here and taking a fight. You know, it's a tough opponent, but my experience, my training, I'm 100%. I believe in what I've been doing lately, so I'm 100% ready.
Thank you, Chris. Kassan, as well for you, a massive opportunity. You have the edge in experience here, for sure, but a massive night for yourself, massive night for Ukrainian boxing as well. This is a huge opportunity for you in your career.
First, I want to say, Alhamdulillah, thanks God and the Matchroom Boxing for this big chance for me. And yes, we prepare well done. We're ready for the fight. and we show good boxing in the Saturday.
There's going to be quite a few Ukrainian fans and people in the arena as well. I know Chris is obviously coming over from America, but it's going to be an interesting atmosphere and plenty of support for you in the arena on Saturday.
Yeah, I have a lot of fans in Ukraine, Russia, my home Chechen Republic. Can you repeat, please, little bit slow the question?
There'll be a great atmosphere for you on Saturday.
Yes. Atmosphere will be super.
Thank you, Kassan. Thank you, Chris. Looking forward to that fight as much, maybe not as much as I'm looking forward to this one. This is one that really could steal the show on Saturday night. Florian Marku against Maxim Prodan. Florian Marku, of course, the Albanian king, has been over here fighting, has huge support both in London, the UK and Albania against Maxim Prodan, who we've seen on our DAZN Italy shows, obviously based in Italy, from the Ukraine as well. Going to have huge support for him on Saturday night. The IBF international title, the winner of this will go into the top 15 in the welterweight rankings. Florian, welcome. This is a big moment for you. You nearly attacked me earlier in the week because you said, I think at times you felt you should be main event on Saturday. But this is a huge stage, and this is everything you want on Saturday.
Eddie, first of all, thanks God. I feel blessed. Second, thank you for this opportunity, and my team as Jump Boxing, Sam Jones and Adam Morale. I feel blessed to be here. To tell you the truth, if you see my life, where I was 6 years before and where I'm fighting at Saturday, I feel blessed. You know, I will let no one take this opportunity from me. Saturday is my night, and you're gonna see it.
Just like Chris, you're taking a massive step up. I know you're confident of beating Maxim Prodan, but he has the experience on you as well. He has arguably boxed at a higher level as well, but you are so confident that you win this fight by knockout.
He think he have boxing high level. He have never faced someone like me in his life, and I'm gonna show that Saturday. He think he have boxed someone. I heard also his interview that he said that Florian made mistake. I'm gonna say I'm gonna show to everyone what level I am, and I start this Saturday, and then you will see. You will see. After, I think the money comes, the big fights comes, and everything comes. This is my beginning. This is my time. I've been waiting from a small kid this moment, and this is a moment that nobody can take it away from me.
Yeah, I heard the sort of comments from Prodan. He said that, you know, you talk a lot and maybe too much as well. It's nice to have a little bit of spite in a fight, because I know normally you're quiet.
Listen. All my last opponents say the same thing. Remember what happened with Rylan. I say to him, I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna play with you, and I'm gonna talk to you inside the ring. And I did the same thing. Let's see. Prodan say the same. I talk too much. But I beat much better, and you're gonna see that at Saturday.
Do you win this fight by knockout?
100% with the help of God. You know, I've been training so hard for a moment like this.
Maxim, welcome. It's great to see you in a big fight like this as well. We've seen you on our shows in Italy. Florian Marku is entertaining, he talks a lot, and he's a great fighter. So are you. This should be a tremendous fight.
Maxim, benvenuto, ti abbiamo già visto in Italia, adesso sei invece in un grande evento, in uno stadio. Cosa pensi dell'opportunità?
Buongiorno a tutti, volevo salutare a tutta la gente che è venuti qua, per me è un onore stare qui, combattere a Inghilterra prima volta, a far vedere un bel match. Volevo dire subito, io non è come Florian Marku che parlo troppo, sono venuto qua a fare un bel match. Vedete sabato che dimostro sul ring, sono già campione, faccio vedere bella box.
Good morning everybody, I'm very happy to be here, and I want to tell everybody straight away I don't talk too much like Florian, but we will see Saturday.
Well, what he said something with me that I made mistake, that I fight with him. Answer, what mistake? What is the mistake?
Dice che lui ha fatto un errore a combattere contro di te. Qual è l'errore?
I'm gonna destroy his face, tell him, and that also.
Dice che ti va a distruggere proprio.
Marco, ma tu lo sai da solo, non sei un pugile, tu vieni del mio mondo, io ti faccio vedere cosa vuol dire box. Tu non sei pugile, con chi hai combattuto, cosa hai fatto? tu vieni da altri sport, box è molto diverso, ora vedrai.
Mark, you are nobody. You coming from another sport. I will
Listen.
show you what is boxing, Saturday.
Listen, with the help of God, I'm gonna knock him out and I'm gonna talk to him when he will be unconscious. We can fight in here if you want. We can fight in here. Let's fight here. You piece of shit. He is nobody.
Hey.
He fight with nobody. Come, we fight here.
Okay, Florian, we'll leave that for Saturday at the Tottenham Stadium. I have a question.
You think I am like the others? You will see it Saturday night. You piece of shit.
No. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Maxim, I have one question for you, slightly tamer than Florian's. There will be, we know that you're based in Italy, we know that you have a huge following there as well, but there will be 3,000-4,000 plus Ukrainians in the arena on Saturday night as well. You're going to have a lot of support for you as well. There will be some Albanians there as well, but it's going to be a great atmosphere. And my final part of that question is, you don't look too bothered right now. You don't look too afraid. You're ready for war on Saturday.
Dice, vabbè, tu hai sempre avuto molto supporto in Italia, ma ci saranno anche 3-4 mila ucraini, oltre agli albanesi, che ti potranno supportare. Dice, però tu mi sembri abbastanza tranquillo, non sembri nervoso della situazione.
Certo, sono molto tranquillo, sono sicuro in me stesso, infatti io non parlo troppo, io faccio vedere il box. Io ce l'ho una domanda a Marco, se lui ce l'ha un Winchester per ammazzarmi, è quella la sua chance, se non ce l'ha mi spiace, il box faccio io.
Dice, yes, I'm quiet because I'm confident, and I have a question for Marco. If you have a Winchester, that would be the only chance to kill him. If not, no chance.
One more time, I didn't hear you.
He say, if you have a Winchester, a gun, that is your chance to beat him.
I don't need a gun. I have my true hands. Listen. Say to this piece of shit, in my country, I will send him to buy me chips and things. This kind of guys that he is in front of me. But I'm gonna show that in Saturday. You know, he doesn't know nothing what I can do to him inside the ring. And I'm gonna show him some levels at Saturday night. He have never faced no one like me. And I'm gonna show that at Saturday. We are close. No worries. I talk like I talked the last fight. But you saw at the last fight what I did. You see, he have never faced no one like me.
Dice che ti va a far vedere sabato i livelli che ci sono e ti farà vedere quando ti mette knockout.
Digli che fa troppo show, è troppo parla, troppo pagliaccio, non mi piace, vuole fare box, serio, che siamo in Inghilterra.
Too much show, too much, you are a clown.
Yes, no worries.
We will see Saturday.
Exactly.
Saturday is boxing, no show.
Listen. These guys like him, I have beat them from when I was 12 years old. I have beat many people in my life, in kickboxing, MMA, and now in boxing, people doesn't believe me. When I will knock him out, I will knock out 2-3 more people, then the money and the life that I have sacrificed will come. But you will see all at Saturday, you and him, and whoever else doesn't believe, you will see it at Saturday.
Dice che lui mette knockout i ragazzini come te da quando ha 12 anni e dice che andremo a vedere io
First of all, you must start talking English because I cannot speak like this 100 times.
Non gioco nei suoi giochi questi scherzi. Vi vediamo sul ring. Facciamo il match.
He's not bothered to answer you anymore. Let's see Saturday.
What? One more time?
He's not bothered to answer you anymore.
No worries. My
Let's see Saturday.
will be my bones in his head at Saturday night when he will feel unconscious. You remember that because I meet you in the Fight Cup. You remember that. You will give me your hand after I knock him out. Hello to everyone. I swear to God, I have been waiting all my life. I've sacrificed my life for moments like this, and nobody will take this opportunity from me. Thanks God for everything. You see it.
Thank you. We'll move on there. Well done, both of you. I thought that was highly entertaining. Thank you. So as you saw there, Albania, against Ukraine with a little bit of Italian translation as well. It's a special mix and a great fight. I can't wait to see you two go at it on Saturday night. We go forward to the remaining 2 fights on the card, and a really, really good fight and a big fight in the 175-pound division. The former WBA, the former Ring Magazine World Super Middleweight Champion Callum Smith steps up to 175 pounds under his new trainer Buddy McGirt against a very, very talented Lenin Castillo. Lenin, firstly, for you, welcome. We saw you on our card that actually Oleksandr Usyk boxed on back in Chicago, where you fought for the world title against Dmitry Bivol. Welcome back. Great fight for you and a massive opportunity on Saturday.
Bienvenidos. Primero te vimos en una cartelera en Chicago, con Usyk también, que peleaste contra Bivol. Bienvenidos de vuelta y es lindo verte, una gran oportunidad para usted.
Gracias a Dios primeramente por tenerme aquí, a Mushroom, a Eddie, por tomarme en cuenta de nuevo para su show. Me siento muy bien, gracias por la oportunidad y este sábado me llevaré a la victoria.
He would like to thank God first and foremost. He'd like to thank Matchroom and Eddie for putting him on this show. He feels very good. Thanks everybody for the opportunity, and he's going to come out victorious on Saturday.
Obviously, we've seen Callum Smith box at super middleweight. I saw some of your comments where you believe you will win this fight by knockout. You believe that being the bigger man will help you, and you're confident you win this fight inside the distance.
Todos hemos visto a Callum pelear en el peso supermedio. Has dicho que piensas que vas a ganar por knockout y que eres el hombre más grande, y tienes confianza que vas a ganar por knockout en esta pelea.
Tengo la confianza que así será. Esta es una gran oportunidad que puede cambiar mi carrera y voy por todo.
He's very confident that's how it's going to go. It's a big opportunity, he feels like, for his career, and he's going in with his all.
Thank you, Lenin. Can I just say as well, thank you for your translation. I believe you, but I'm not sure whether Christian put a few more words on top, of Maxime Prodan's. I never know. I want to check that later, Christian. Don't worry. Callum, welcome. Massive opportunity for you, of course, on a stage like this. Your last fight was an incredible event, fighting Canelo Alvarez for the Unified Championship, a massive fight. Up at 175, I said to you yesterday, can you even believe that you used to make 168 pounds? You're smiling a lot more than you would normally at this time of the week, and excited for a new chapter on Saturday.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited. It's good to be back on. I've been very lucky throughout my career. I've boxed on some very big occasions and some very good venues, and this is another one. British boxing's in a very good place at the minute, and it's a pleasure to be a part of it. And I've got a good fight. It's a good fight, good step into the division, and we'll see a little bit more where I'm at after the weekend. But I believe I'm good enough to become a world champion at 175. I've got the same goals at this weight as I did at 168, and I managed to achieve them at that weight, and I'm fully confident I can do exactly the same at this weight.
Yeah, I think experienced some amazing things. I think your last 5 fights, one in Saudi Arabia, of course, when you won the World Boxing Super Series, Madison Square Garden, where you defended your World Championship, back in Liverpool, last time out, of course, in Texas, incredible in San Antonio, and now here. I'm sure you've seen the stadium, unbelievable scenes on Saturday.
Yeah, it should be good. The stadium's unbelievable. I've heard a lot about it, first time I've seen it, and it's another good place to tick off that I've boxed, and I'm looking forward to the main event as well. It's a great fight, and I'm sure the atmosphere will be something special. But I'm enjoying my career, I'm enjoying boxing, and I'm looking forward to getting back in and showing some improvements what I feel I've made since last time out. Obviously I changed my training set up to Buddy, and he's a phenomenal coach, and each day we're aiming to improve on certain aspects and minor little adjustments, and hopefully this weekend we will see some of those improvements.
I know you and obviously Buddy and your brothers as well know boxing inside out. You study your opponents. You've got a real opponent here, a real test on Saturday night. Saw him have a good fight against Dmitry Bivol, but certainly coming off a good win as well. It's a tough entrance into the division.
Yeah, it is. I think a lot of people thought I'd step up and I'd fight, a knock-over job and a gimme, as I speak, but it's a good fight. It's a tough test. He's boxed for the world title, and obviously lost on points, but give a good account of himself. So he's good. He's a big 175. Looks heavy-handed. So I can't afford no slip-ups. I've got to be at my best, and I believe I will. And a win over Lenin Castillo puts me one step forward towards a world title, which is the end goal.
great fights. And finally, the co-main event of the night, Oleksandr Usyk, after his fantastic win for the World Cruiserweight Championship earlier this year against Krzysztof Glowacki, faces his immediate mandatory Dylan Prasovic after that was ordered by the WBO. Dylan, welcome. Massive opportunity for you, huge crowd, huge moment, undefeated, ready to try and become world champion on Saturday.
Yeah, this is, I'm not good to speak with English, but I can say something. This is for me a big chance, and after fight, me and Okoli go on the beer, but now I want to kill him. No one can stop me, take my dream. And I will speak everything Saturday night.
Thank you. That was short, but not so pleasant, but thank you. The one thing I will say, if you understand, is Okoli is a big puncher, but you also say that you believe you will win this fight by knockout.
Of course, I believe in myself. Okoli is man like me. He will lose this fight. I promise this.
Thank you, Dylan. Lawrence, the first defence of the title that you won earlier this year. You certainly have an opponent that's coming with bad intentions. I know the talk from you is about the unifications, about Maris Bradis, about Gulamar and about Makabu, but you cannot take your eye off the ball on this incredible stage on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, I just want to first of all say thank you. It's amazing to see all of the press here. I want to shout out to my dad who's in the building, and it's going to be his first time watching me in front of a crowd of people. In terms of this, obviously, I'd never take my eye off of any opponent. It's all matter of fact, just get in there, block punches, land punches, and look to win.
We talked earlier about how you'll feel walking out on this stage. You said very calm. I don't know if you can prepare yourself for that feeling of going through the tunnel. I know you've boxed at the Millennium Stadium before. I know you've boxed on some huge shows. You've headlined at the O2 as well. But this is something very, very different. You're looking forward to coming through that players' tunnel when every seat in the house is taken on Saturday night.
No, yeah, like I said, I can only say how I believe I'll feel. You never know until the day, but ultimately, you know, it's all fun, you know. And after I've got the stoppage victory and hear 67,000 people screaming after I've knocked my opponent out, I'm really looking forward to it.
We do know you're punching very, very hard at the moment. You and Shane seem to be working so well. Is that how this fight ends? I know that Prasovic believes he knocks you out, but you're confident you take him out inside the distance?
No, definitely. This fight is if you look at my past few fights and the level that I've been boxing at, they all end in stoppage. You know, now I'm working on different things, different strategies and setups. And I've watched a lot of my opponent. He's very good, fast, hungry, strong, but ultimately on the day, no one is going to come to England and beat me in front of 67,000 people in my home turf. So outside of that, I'm just a better fighter than him, so I'll just go out there and show it.
Well, WBO Cruiserweight World Championship, Oleksandr Usyk against Prasovic. That's the lineup for the undercard. A great card, full of action, live on Sky Sports box office in the UK, DAZN around the world as well. Do not miss it before an incredible main event. We will have head-to-heads up here for the undercard before we go live to the main event press conference. Thank you.
Sorry, Eddie.
Io l'ho visto tranquillo prima.
Stand up here.
Don't stay like a counselor to me. Don't stay like this. Don't stay like
Yeah, no, he said he was gonna.
parte del gioco.
Hopefully, go into it.
Yeah.
So when the others come up, before we both of them.
Yeah, might be a little bit.